Hello students, welcome to Ant's classes. Let's do number system exercise 1D. Estimation is finding a number that is close enough to the right answer but not the exact answer. First question here, estimate the sum of each pair of numbers. Sum of each pair of numbers to the nearest 10. So we've been given a pair of numbers here. There are two numbers, 34 and 87. We have to find the sum of this pair by first rounding it off to the nearest 10. So we already know how to round off numbers. So we're going to round off first 34 and then 87 to the nearest 10, and then we're going to find the sum. That is, we're going to add up the two numbers. So let's begin. 34 to the nearest 10, the digit in the tens place. Now this is ones and this is tens. The digit in the tens place is 3. That's the first step. Then you look to the digit to its right. It's less than 5, so 3 will remain the same. So 3 is 3 as it is, and we're going to replace 4 with a 0. So when you round off 34 to the nearest 10, what do you get? You get 30. Now let's round off 87 to the nearest 10. Ones, tens. In the tens place we have 8. The digit to its right is more than 5, so 8 will now become 9 and 7 will be replaced with a 0. Now we need to find the sum. So what is the required sum? Let's add up these and we will get our answer. So 0 plus 0, we write 0. 3 plus 9. 3 plus 9 is 12. 120 is the required sum. Question 2. The second pair of numbers is 78 and 18. So first step, let's find the rounding off 78 to the nearest 10, what the answer is. So here again, we are going to underline the digit in the tens place. Look at the digit to its right. It's more than 5. So 7 will change to 8. And the digit to its right will be replaced with a 0. Next one, 18. The digit in the tens place is 1. The digit to its right is more than 5. So 1 will become 2. And instead of 8, we write 0. Now what is the required sum? We have to add this up to find the required sum. So 0 and 8 plus 2 is 10. So the required sum is 100. Question 3. We have this pair of numbers 96 and 55. So first thing is we're going to round off 96 to the nearest 10. So the digit in the tens place is 9. The digit to its right is more than 5. So 9 will change to the next number, which is 10. 9 will become 10 and in place of 6 we write 0. Now let's take the next number 55 to the nearest 10. The digit in the tens place is this 5 and the digit to its right is 5. So that means what you have underlined will change to the next number, which is 6. And instead of the second 5 here, we put a 0. So now we are going to find the required sum first here by adding these two numbers. So let's add. We have 0 and 10 plus 6 is 16. We have 160. So this is the required sum. Question 4. Here we have again two numbers and we're going to find the sum of these two first by rounding it off to the nearest 10. So 76 to the nearest 10, the digit in the tens place is 7. Digit to its right is more than 5. So 7 will now change to 8. 7 will change to 8. In place of 6, we have a 0. The next number is 62. Digit in the tens place is 6. The digit to its right is less than 5. So 6 will remain the same. And instead of 2, a 0. Now we are going to find the required sum. To find the required sum, we add up these two numbers. So 0 and 8 plus 6 is 14. 140. Question 5. 457 and 175. So first 457 to the nearest 10. The digit in the tens place, ones and tens. So 5 is in the tens place. The digit to its right is more than 5. So the underlined digit will change. 5 will now become 6. 4 is as it is. 5 will become 6. And instead of 7, we write a 0. So we've got 460. Now the next number is 175. The digit in the tens place, ones, tens is 7. To its right is 5. So 7 will change to 8. So 1, 8 and 0. So that's 180. To find the required sum, we need to add up these two numbers. So 0, 4 plus 6 plus 8 is 14. Carry 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. We have 640. Question 6. 527 and 267 is the pair of numbers. So 527 to the nearest 10. Digit in the tens place. Ones tens is 2. The digit to its right is more than 5. So 2 will change to 3. So let's write 5, 3 and 0. Next number is 267. The digit in the tens place. Ones tens is 6. And the digit to its right is more than 5. So 6 will change to 7. So that will become 2, 7 and 0. Now the required sum, we're going to find the required sum by adding up these two. So 0, 3 plus 7 is 10 and we carry 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. We have 800. So we have found the required sum here, 800. Question 2. Estimate the sum of each pair of numbers to the nearest 100 this time. So we have again a pair of numbers. We're going to round it off to the nearest 100 and then find the sum. Sum means adding up. So let's begin. 336 to the nearest 100. Which is the digit in the hundreds place? We have ones, tens and hundreds. 3 is in the hundreds place. Now look at the digit to its right. It's less than 5. So 3, what you have underlined, will remain the same. So let me write 3 and the other two digits become 2 zeros. So that's 300. Next one is 782. The digit in the hundreds place, ones, tens, hundreds is 7. The digit to its right is more than 5. So 7 will now become 8. And the other two digits will be zeros. Now we have to find the required sum by adding up. So we have 0, 0 and 3 plus 8 is 11. 1100 is the required sum. Question 2. The next pair of numbers is 270 and 495. We're going to round off 270 to the nearest 100. So which is the digit in the hundreds place? Ones, tens and hundreds. 2. 2 is in the hundreds place. The digit next to 2 is more than 5. So 2 will now become 3. So that's 3 and the other two digits will become 2 zeros. 495. Digit in the hundreds place? Ones, tens, hundreds. The digit to the right is more than 5. So 4 will become 5. And 2 zeros. Now we have to find the required sum by adding up these two numbers. So 0, 0, 3 plus 5 is 8. Question 3, the next pair of numbers is given to us. Let's find this. Let's round it up to the nearest 100. So ones, tens, hundreds. 2 is in the hundreds place. Digit to its right is more than 5. So 2 will become 3. 4, 3 and then 2 zeros. 4,300. Here we have a 4-digit number. Which is the digit in the hundreds place? Ones, tens, hundreds. 2 is in the hundreds place. The digit to its right is more than 5. So 2 will change to 3. Everything else on the left will remain the same. So 5, 3. On the right you get 2 zeros. Now we have to find the required sum by adding up these two. 0, 0. 3 plus 3 is 6. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9,600 is the required sum. Question 4. Here we have 30,047 and 39,287. So let's round off the first number to the nearest 100. So ones, tens, hundreds. In the hundreds place we have a 0 and the digit to its right is less than 5. So the 0 will remain the same. Whatever you have on the left will remain the same. 0. Now underlined digit also remains the same. The other two digits 4 and 7 will be replaced with 2 zeros. Next one. Here again we have a 5-digit number. Ones, tens, hundreds, we have 2 in the hundreds place. The digit next to 2 is more than 5. So 2 will become 3. The digits to its left will remain the same. So we have 3, 9. The underlined digit will become 3. The other two digits will be zeros. Now we have to find the required sum by adding up. So let's add up these. 0, 0. We have 3 here and 9 here. And 3 plus 3 is 6. So that is 69,300. Question 3. Estimate the sum of each pair of numbers to the nearest thousand. So this time we are going to round it off to the nearest thousand and find the sum. So we have a pair of numbers here, 53,826 and 36,455. So first we are going to round it off to the nearest thousand. So let's look for the digit in the thousands place. Ones, tens, hundreds and thousands. We have 3 in the thousands place. The digit to its right is more than 5, so 3 will now become 4. So 5, 4. Now all the digits to the right of the underlined digit will now become 0. So 1, 2, 3, 54,000. Next one, ones, tens, hundreds and thousands. We have 6 in the thousands place. The digit to its right is less than 5, so 6 will remain the same. So we have 3. Then 6 will remain the same. All the digits to its right will become zeros. Now we have to find the required sum. So to find the required sum, we have to add up the two numbers. 0 plus 0 is 0, and again we have a 0 and 0. 4 plus 6 is 10, carry 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 90,000. So the required sum is 90,000. Question 2. Round off this number to the nearest thousand. That is 56,802. So the digit in the thousands place, ones, tens, hundreds and thousands. The digit is 6. And the digit to its right is more than 5. So 6 will now become 7. So that is 5, then 7. Digits to its right will all become zeros. 1, 2, 3. Next one, ones, tens, hundreds and thousands. So 2 is in the thousands place. The digit to its right is less than 5. So 2 will remain the same. So that is 2, 2 and 3 zeros. So that's 22,000. The required sum you'll get by adding up these two. So let's add it up. We have zeros here. 7 plus 2 is 9 and 5 plus 2 is 7. 79,000 is the required sum. Question 4. Estimate the following differences correct to the nearest 10. So here we once again round off to the nearest 10, but this time you're going to find the difference. That means we're going to subtract the two numbers. So let's begin. Now the first one is 82 minus 27. So first we're going to round off 82 to the nearest 10. So the digit in the tens place is 8. The digit to its right is less than 5. So 8 will remain the same. So we have 8, and instead of 2 we're going to put a 0. Next number is 27. In the tens place we have 2. Digit to its right is more than 5. So 2 will now become 3. And 7 will be replaced with a 0. Now we have to find the difference. So what is the required difference? By subtracting these two, we will get it. 0 here, 8 minus 3 is 5. So the required difference is 50. So this is how we find the difference. First you round it off and then subtract the two numbers. Second one, 96 minus 36. So first 96 to the nearest 10. So in the tens place we have 9, and the digit to its right is more than 5. So 9 will become 10. 9 will now become 10, and in the place of 6 we're going to put a 0. Next one, 36 to the nearest 10. In the tens place we have 3. 1's 10, so 3 is in the tens place. The digit to its right is more than 5. So 3 will now become 4 and then 0. Now we need to arrange it in the right place. Now to find the required difference, we have to subtract the two numbers. So 0. Now here 0 minus 4 you can't do, so you're going to borrow. So this becomes 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. So our required difference here is 60. Question 3. 508 minus 248. So first we round off 508 to the nearest 10, and in the tens place we have 0. This is ones, this is tens, so in the tens place 0, the digit to its right is more than 5. So 0 will now change to the next number, which is 1. So we have 5 as it is, then we write 1, and then 8 will be replaced with a 0, 510. The next one is 248. In the tens place we have 4. The digit to its right is more than 5. So 4 will now change to 5. So 2, then 5 and 8 will be replaced with a 0. To find the required difference, we have to subtract these two numbers. So let's subtract. So 0 minus 0, we have 0. Now 1 minus 5 you can't do, you need to borrow. So this becomes 4 and this becomes 11. 11 minus 5 is 6 and 4 minus 2 is 2. So the required difference is 260. Question 5. Estimate each difference to the nearest 100. This time it is 100. So 769 minus 314. First we round it off to the nearest 100. So 769 to the nearest 100. Ones, tens, hundreds. We have 7 in the hundreds place. The digit to its right is more than 5. So 7 will now become 8. So 8. The other two digits will become 2 zeros. 314 to the nearest 100. Ones, tens, hundreds. 3 is in the hundreds place. The digit to its right is less than 5. So 3 will remain the same. 3 and the other two digits will get replaced with zeros. Now we have to find the required difference by subtracting these two. So let's subtract 0, 0, 8 minus 3 is 5, 500 is the required difference. Question 2. So here again we have 856 minus 687. In the first step we're going to round it off to the nearest 100. So the number in the hundreds place is 8, ones, tens, hundreds. 8 and the digit to its right is 5. That means 8 will now change to 9 and the other two digits will be 2 hundreds. So we have 900. The next number is 687 and the digit in the hundreds place is 6 and the digit to its right is more than 5. So 6 will now change to 7 and 2 zeros. Now we have to find the required difference, and that we can do by subtracting these two. 0, 0, 9 minus 7 is 2. So we have the required difference as 200 for this question. Question 3. 6352 minus 2086. So now first let's round it off to the nearest 100. So ones, tens and hundreds. In the hundreds place we have 3. The digit to its right is 5. So 3 will change to 4. So let's write 6 and then 4 and the other two digits are 2 zeros. 6400. The next number is 2086. The digit in the hundreds place is 0. And the digit to its right is more than 5. So 0 will change to 1. So 2 and then 1 and 2 zeros. Now we have to get the required difference here and we can do that by subtracting. So 0, 0, 4 minus 1 is 3 and 6 minus 2 is 4. 4300 is the required difference. Question 6. Estimate each difference to the nearest 1000. So this time it is to the nearest 1000. So here we have two numbers, 45,974 minus 38,766. So the first step is we're going to round it off to the nearest 1000. So we have ones, tens, hundreds and thousands. So 5 is in the thousands place. The digit to its right is more than 5. So the underlined digit will now change. So the first number 4 will be as usual, then 5 will change to 6 and the other 3 digits will be 3 zeros, 46,000. Next one, we have 38,766. The digit in the thousands place, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands is 8. Digit to its right is more than 5. So 8 will now become 9. So we have 3, then 9 and the others are zeros. Now to find the required difference, we need to subtract these numbers. So let's subtract 0, 0, 0. Now here we have to subtract 6 minus 9. We can't do it, so we're going to borrow. So that becomes 3. 16 minus 9. 16 minus 9 is 7. And this 3 minus 3 is 0. So what is our required difference? 7,000 is the required difference. The second question is 76,003 minus 48,399. So let's round it off to the nearest thousand first. Now the digit in the thousands place, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands is 6. 6 is in the thousands place and the digit next to 6 to the right is 0. So 6 will remain the same. So let's write 7. 6 will remain the same and all the others are zeros. 1, 2 and 3 zeros. Next digit 48,399. The digit in the thousands place, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands is 8 and the digit next to it is 3 which is less than 5. So 8 will remain the same. So let's write 4 as it is. 8 will remain the same and the other 3 digits are 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. Now we're going to find the required difference by subtracting 0, 0, 0. Now 6 minus 8 we can't do, we're going to borrow. So 16 minus 8. 16 minus 8 is 8 and 6 minus 4 is 2. So here we have 28,000. So the required difference here is 28,000. So children, will stop with this for now. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.